like this. It's like, why do you have to grab my gut? Hi everybody, Dr. Cameron Kavari and Dr. Robert Hedin here with Trimodus. Last week, we went through why the low back gets tight, and the big reason why was that a lot of us are training sucked in, and we're not fulfilling the barrel, right? We're not putting intra-abdominal pressure, pushing our belly out, and dropping that diaphragm so that it can stabilize the spine. And now there are a few reasons why that is. So one, historically, we've been taught to suck in, boobs out, butt out, look sexy. And unfortunately, vanity and function, they don't really blend very well, but they can if you really know what you're doing with the core. And we're gonna talk about how that kind of blends in a little bit. But that was one big thing. I mean, history is really causing a lot of this issue. And the thing is, we've really learned a lot over the years, and we're understanding that the body, just like when we were babies, we didn't suck our belly when we were babies. We were putting pressure in there, we had a Buddha belly, we were rolling and meeting our developmental checkpoints. The second thing is that now what's occurring is that most doctors are either not aware of these new mechanics that we found, or they're just not doing any exercise. Some doctors are just doing manual work, or they're doing just soft tissue, or you have some therapists out there that are just giving you a sheet of exercises saying, hey, you gotta do all these. And so that's a big problem, and that's kind of what agitates the issue. And that's why Dr. Hedin and I and all of Trimodus, we're in it for the root cause, to figure out why the low back is getting tight, and it's because this lack of intra-abdominal pressure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Doc, do you have anything to add with the diaphragm and how that's the only thing stabilizing the spine?
Yeah, no, all good stuff. Kind of to recap as well. What happens, when you're sucking in, like biomechanically, when you suck in, you're not allowing for that diaphragm to descend, so to speak. Okay, you're not allowing for the lungs to push the diaphragm down, which in turn does not allow for this expansion of your abdominal wall in this 360-degree manner. Okay, a lot of us over time are taught to tighten the belly, which actually puts too much concentric activity into the belly and kind of creates these concavities in the front and in the back, which ends up being very problematic. And we've always seen, like, show me a six-pack, I'll show you a dysfunctional back, so to speak. So again, as you inhale, you're filling that belly, you're filling that abdominal wall in 360 degrees. You're getting that abdominal wall to eccentrically expand, okay? And again, that is what's going to basically pull the spine back, this back part of your muscle wall, and the diaphragm is going to support the front. And being able to maintain that good centration of the diaphragm during any given movement, or during a squat, or whatever the task at hand might be, is going to allow you to have the healthiest back. So from here on out, we're going to do a couple exercises that anybody can practice and kind of get the overall idea with it, and then maybe use those closer into your workouts. For this first exercise, what you're going to do is you're going to lie on your back, and you're going to prop your feet up on something. Maybe it's like a couch, or it's a chair, or some sort of mantle, preferably in this 90-90-90 position, okay? From here, you're just going to practice inhaling where the initiation starts in the belly. Okay, so you're inhaling and you're exhaling, and everything is basically happening here at the lower part of the rib cage, okay? What you don't want, which happens, is what Cam is gonna do is inhale into the chest. This is you're starting to get the shoulder elevation, and you start to get all this concentric activity up here, and that's when you start to notice some people with like a rib cage. But what we want is inhaling into the belly. From here, you can kind of cue yourself with maybe your fingers by putting your thumbs into the back and the fingers into the front, and you're inhaling, and this is going to really get those external internal obliques to pull the rib cage down as you inhale, and try to keep that pressure as you exhale. Keep the pressure, keep the pressure, keep the pressure. Inhale, and you're going to kind of work with this until you get the idea of no movement here, movement here. Once you get good at that, what you can do is you can kind of get rid of that surface that's below, that's supporting your lower part of your body. And again, practice the same concept of breathing. So again, you're inhaling, you're exhaling, you're keeping the pressure, keep the pressure. Good. And this is something you can throw in or mingle into like your sets during your workouts, because obviously this gets more challenging with weight or if you become vertical. Okay?
So, subscribe and like us. Next week, we're gonna do a full treatment with how a modern day therapist actually works on a low back and really blends all of these techniques.